All right, we left Antichrist. He just come on the scene, possibly out of Assyria. All the odds seem to point, all the angles seem to point at Assyria. We don't know. It's mentioned twice in the Bible. He's called that Assyrian or the Assyrian. That's a pretty good hint. Twice is the number of witnesses. That's a pretty good hint. But God's playing his cards pretty close to the test. He tells us a lot. He doesn't tell us everything because first of all, he's got all Satan going backwards, sideways, and forward because he doesn't know what's happening next. And second of all, he's testing our faith. We have to have faith in him. He gives us clues. And when they occur, we can say, oh yeah, look at that. That's what he said would happen, and that's what happened. But anyway, in comes Antichrist. He's riding a white horse and he's carrying a bow with no arrow, no weapons, a gun with no bullets, bringing peace. But later he'll show his true nature when he goes out riding to conquer and to conquest and take over. That's Revelation 6:2. But in the meantime, he's Mr. Nice Guy. He's Mr. Peace. And Islam's waiting for him. They've been waiting for him for a long time because they believe in Jesus too. They're Jesus. Not quite the same as our Jesus. But Jesus, nevertheless, he calls himself Jesus, so does the Antichrist call himself Jesus. And he comes in and they say, well, he's a wonderful Jesus because first of all, this Jesus, this new Jesus, is going to say, well, you know, you guys got it all wrong, you Christians. We appreciate what you've done, but you got it wrong. I was just a prophet. I wasn't the son of God. God is no son. I'm not God. I'm a prophet. I'm a big time prophet, a good one. But second to Muhammad. Muhammad is the prophet, and then it's me, and I'm pretty powerful, pretty important because I had a good message. I bring peace and all that good stuff. So anyway, we're gonna have peace because this Gog-Magog war has caused chaos over here, and all the Islamic nations, Egypt and Syria and Iraq and Lebanon and Jordan. None of them were involved in the war. These were all outsiders all come in, and God slew them. Only 1/6 of them returned alive to their country. That's according to Ezekiel 38:39. So we're going to have to have peace. We can't have this anymore. So all the Islamic nations we're going to have, and the Antichrist is going to broker an Islamic Judaic peace conference. He'll be at the head of the table and say, oh, now it's going to be nice. Maybe they'll go to Camp David for it. It's probably in the Middle East. And it's going to be just wonderful. So the beast's rise will be meteoric after the war. He'll suddenly rise to the top. They'll give him a title. I don't know what to call him. President? King? Well, Emperor. That sounds good. I don't know, but probably Emperor of the new Roman Empire. And he'll be Mr. Wonderful. And he'll broker this peace conference, and a ploy like this will drive his trust factor through the roof with Israel. They will trust him, man. He'll be so good for Israel. This guy, they'll believe him. Now, when he gets around, this media superstar gets around to proposing his deadly peace deal with the gullible in Israel, Judah will go for it big time. Mr. Nice Guy, all the way, will propose a treaty, and even as he signs it, he has every intention of breaking. Islam teaches its faithful that no treaty, according to Walid Shubha, Israel teaches its faithful that no treaty signed with the infidel can be permanent. In fact, it can't be a peace treaty, it will be a hudna or a hudna. That is a ceasefire. And we won't fight for a while. While Islam gets stronger and you get to believe that you're safe. And then we'll attack you again. and we'll break it. And it has to be broken before 10 years is up, because that's what the Quran says. After 10 years it becomes permanent, and you can't have a permanent peace treaty with the infidel. So, but also note that Antichrist will only confirm the hudna. It will be the Islamic nations that will, with Israel, will construct this peace, this ceasefire. The Antichrist will be the confirmation of it. He will say, well, I'll make sure nobody breaks it. I'm on everybody's side. We're all one together here in the Middle East. We're going to have finally peace. Peace. But Daniel 9:27b says, in the middle of the week he shall cause the sacrifice and the offerings to cease. He will desecrate the temple. He will set up an abomination and shall cause desolation, even until the end is decreed and is poured out upon him. Read the end of the book of Revelation, you find out what happens to this clown and his followers who are foolish enough to follow him. The foolish in Israel. When this guy shows up, the foolish in Israel will be in the majority of the time. Actually, they're in the majority now. But they will, these unbelieving Jews will believe the lie the beast was spread and vote to confirm his covenant with death. 2 Thessalonians 2:11 says, and for this cause, God will send them a strong delusion that they should believe the lie. Well, it says believe a lie. But better translation is they'll believe the lie that Antichrist is telling them. They'll believe it. They'll go along with it. And some of these Jews might even welcome the Antichrist as the Messiah. He finally showed up. Well, they've had a few Messiahs before. None of them have panned out, except Jesus, but they missed him. Anyway, these Jews should take a close look at Isaiah. Isaiah 28:15 says, we have made a covenant with death, and with Sheol, hell. We are in agreement. And when the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come upon us. But we have made our lies. We have made lies our refuge. And under falsehood, we have hid ourselves. So we're safe. Wrong move. Big time. Isaiah 28:18 says, and your covenant with death shall be annulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. The overflowing scourge shall pass through. You shall be trodden down by it. That's when the Antichrist passes through. Tread you down. You will be crushed. You just ought to check out what Paul has to say about this. Back to Thessalonians, 1 Thessalonians 5:3. And when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall no way escape. So this is the fate of Israel if they believe the Antichrist, and the majority of them will. There'll be some who won't, and we'll deal with that later. Those Jews shall survive. Those Jews shall go into the millennium. Those Jews are the foundation of the world after Antichrist. They are the people that God will build his kingdom upon. Not build upon Jesus Christ, but he will use believing Jews as a foundation, as a place to organize people to organize. So Anthony's given me the high sign. It's all green screens behind me. So let's see what he does with it. And I come back, because the next chapter, next episode in our adventure is called What If Jesus Goes Hollywood? We're talking about Gog and Magog still. Well, what if Jesus goes Hollywood? And he might. might want to check it out, see what that would be like. It'd be kind of interesting. In the meantime, if you like this, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe, and go to Kindle and buy the book. We need the money. We're working on a shoestring right now, so literally. So go to Kindle and buy a book. Whatever else you can do, say a prayer for us. That is very important. You can do that. No sweat. See you next time. God bless.